So understand this is an ongoing investigation, and there's a lot more work to be done to gather all the facts. As we've always stated, we put out facts on critical incidents as we gather them. We will continue to process the scene, and we'll have a process at the location on Redwood at least through the weekend. As you just had a glimpse into what the officers faced on this day through that video clip, a couple things are clear by the facts that we know at this point. The officers were essentially ambushed by the suspect, and the result was him murdering one of our community's police officers. Throughout much of this incident, from the first time the suspect shot at our officers, murdering Officer O'Sullivan at 6:10 p.m., he continued to fire at officers for over 4 hours. He typically shot rounds at officers every time he observed any sort of movement. He fired at the armored cars and officers multiple times. We want to make sure we provide our community the facts as we obtain them and confirm them. There's a lot of speculation about this incident and many aspects of this incident, so I'd like to address some of those at this time. It is clear by the suspect's action that he was intent on murdering additional officers and was taking action to do just that, repeatedly shooting at officers throughout much of this incident. We now know that he had multiple weapons in multiple buildings on the property, both handgun and rifles, along with numerous rounds of ammunition. Due to the fact that the officers believed they were being shot at with a high-powered rifle, they had officers retrieve our armored vehicle. I truly believe if officers utilized the equipment they had at the time prior to retrieving the armored vehicle, we would have additional officers murdered on that day. If officers utilized the squad car with ballistic doors, this protection does not protect against high-powered rifle rounds. Those officers would have surely been killed. If officers utilized their bulletproof vests or their handheld ballistic shields, they would have been killed. These pieces of equipment do not protect against high-powered rifle rounds. This was an ambush-style attack on Sacramento police officers that lasted for hours. Under the most dangerous and trying circumstances, our officers performed admirably. The best proof we have that this is the case is by knowing no additional officers were killed by the suspect and no community members were injured or killed by the suspect. With the facts as we know them today, that is amazing because the suspect was truly intent on harming additional people. I'm extremely proud of how our officers served our community that afternoon and how they served each other. This was a horrific day for this police department and frankly for our entire community. We lost an amazing person and a bright light for our entire community. A family lost a daughter, a sister. This will have an effect on Tara's family and friends, this department, the officers involved, and our community for the rest of our lives. But our officers, they will get up tomorrow. Our officers will come to work and they will serve this community. They will help the next person in need that calls for our assistance, all while knowing what happened Wednesday afternoon. I ask this community to lift up the O'Sullivan family now and moving forward because they have paid the ultimate sacrifice for all of us. The family needs our love and support right now.